open the meeting for the Urban Forestry Committee, and someplace here we have an agenda, don't we?
Behind the other one.
Thank you. There it is. Let's see, we do have some minutes to approve. Somebody like to, any corrections or additions on those minutes? Need a motion to approve them?
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And opposed, that motion carries. Mr. Hadley, you going to go into the, okay?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm passing out a map. It's kind of an update of a map I gave you a few months ago. I'm just going to give you an update on what we're doing right now. If you drive down Sims right now, actually there's 5 new trees. That were planted last night. We're prepping for a couple more decorative light standards, and all in conjunction with it. It kind of follows the plan that was adopted or prepared for the commission a few years ago for the downtown area. And the plantings and what have you, it didn't distinguish the lighting, and obviously we've gotten into the lighting since then. The short block of Sims from First to Ballard is going to, I'm going to use it as an example without brand new sidewalks. It's going to be an example of what we view the entire downtown corridor or any other commercial area in town that's developed like the downtown, as kind of a showplace for what we're envisioning Dickinson to be. Those 5 trees are there. The lighting, you can see that it started last year. We're going to fill in the lighting for the rest of that block. It's a slow, expensive process that, I have a pretty limited budget to do, but I think that, people are noticing at least that little short block. It also ties into the downtown park that we cleared out last year, and with Farmers Market utilizing it. I think that the First on First people were interested in utilizing that park, but I don't think it's quite big enough and ready for them to utilize for their event. But the goal is, with the monies that I think the City Commission gave the Downtown Association to move forward on it, I'm going to continue to plug away on short little stints of downtown streets to improve them. And Administrator Kessel, he's not here anymore, but I was going to ask him also, we're looking to put some public art type things in the mid-block areas in the downtown. So we've got kind of a plan. I've got a walk of presidents that we're going to do, former mayor walk through the downtown. We're going to identify all of the species of trees that we're putting in on plaques. We're going to kind of clean it up and formalize it a little more in the downtown area. Please feel free to go down there, look at it, take it out, check it out. I'd love to hear your comments on it. On the Arbor Day event itself, for the ceremony, it's 12 noon on Friday, May 19th, and it'll be down, the first one, I'm actually doing 2. There's, first one is at 12 noon, and that's for the just general public. The Girl Scouts, they have a couple of Girl Scout troops that donated to this cause as well, and they're going to meet me at 4, and we're going to take some photos with them and stand by a tree that they had sponsored. So I'd encourage you, if you can make it, whether public or yourselves as the commission, I'd love to have you there. We had a pretty good showing last year, and it was mostly the Downtown Association folks. I'd like to get some more folks involved in that. I think it is important. Our urban forest is very important, not only to the beauty of Dickinson, but also the value that people see when they come to town. It does change your impression of a community if they have a good urban forestry program. So I'm dovetailing this lighting. I know Administrator Kessel is also working on and the Downtown Association is working on benches and what have you, some streetscape stuff. I think if we just tie that all together, I think the downtown will be quite a jewel in years to come. And from a planning perspective, as the downtown goes, it's how Dickinson goes. The direction and the health of our downtown really is a reflection on our community as a whole. So we really want to preserve and try to make that area thrive. And, you know, the Renaissance Zone discussions that we're having and how that all fits together, it does all promote that. And so anyway, I appreciate your support. And, you know, if you have any comments or directions or things that you'd like to see, it is a little bit of a challenge locating. We aren't going to have perfect symmetry downtown with tree planting and lighting. Most of the lighting is going right back where the lighting standards were. But obviously with all the existing utilities and, you know, we have basements that encroach into the right-of-way under sidewalks and whatnot. It's a little bit of a challenge, so they aren't going to be perfectly symmetrical, but it will be a great improvement. So that's all I really have. I don't know, Bob, do you have something to say? No?
Okay, that's good. That's good. Any questions for Mr. Hadley? Is NDSU still doing its planting that we discussed this winter?
Yeah, I don't know exactly, because that's not really part of what I deal with. That's Public Works Director Zeroff is dealing with that part as part of the tree removal
You don't know where
program.
that's happening?
I don't. I could
Does
find out.
Marshik know where that's happening?
I could find out for next month and let you know. I know that they are active and we're planning to come back. I know that there was discussions on that, but I haven't really followed.
I suppose the location is set, but one thought that came to mind would be on Highway 22, north of 21st. You know, there's those big boulevards up there.
And I think
Yeah.
34th, I think, was a suggestion before too, I believe.
Okay.
So I'll find out from Gary and let you know next meeting.
Okay, anything else from anybody? Look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
We are adjourned.